Fuck you, everybody. Good night!
When the Lining up the jungle gym to steal the birds I knew. Then I see a simple man all dressed in red and blue. Rock!
This is dick crazy. And that's why I'm crazy as fuck.
It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. It costs that much cause I don't have superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. You need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours.
Hello. What's all this shit? You may be axing. You guys hear me okay? Am I too loud? Am I blowing you out there? I'll check the audio here. Usually I have my partner in crime on Saturdays to help me. But thank you, Miguel 5000. A little short. Get up here. First off, with this right here, when I saw this first time, I thought that zebra was fucking that giraffe's neck. Give me that, said, you know.
No, my friend, too sexy!
Look at that. Anyway, you can forgive me maybe for that. Earl of Laurel. That's a great name. Anyway, let me shout out the folks here. Good evening for the Weird Wednesday. Is this let me know in the chat, is this too distracting back here? I'm just trying to do something different for this. I'm trying to differentiate from the others. We like to when we do different things, we like to kind of have a different look. So anyway, cow's vindicated. Kim, you don't like it? I can change it back. Okay. If Kim doesn't like it, I'm fucked. All right. So, one moment, please, while we, now Wesley says it's good. No, wait a minute. Okay. Now we have some controversy in the chat. Now I don't, all right. We fuck it. You know what? I'm too stoned. I can't do this stuff. Let me just say hi to everybody. Over here on YouTube. Kim, I'll turn it off in a little bit, all right? I just wanted to get the animal. I always do this wrong. I always wanted to, oh, look at that. Oh, Unc wants in. I want a threesome. Just my thumb, please. 11:11. Anyway, Willie Bragg is here. Good to see Willie. V.S. Adams. Velvet Trance, of course, darling. Good to see you. Ghost of Dick Butkus. Always a pleasure. Miguel 5000. Quantum Computer is online. And Wesley is here as well. Kim says she can't sleep, so she's hanging out. Ed, too. Ed from Chicago Corner. Of course, check them out. They're on Rumble. And where else you up? Rumble and Rockfin, I believe, right? Not on YouTube anymore. Although, Ed, I saw you sneakies today. You guys are sneaking. You do the live on Rockfin and Rumble, and then you put it up later on YouTube. I see what you're doing there. Very nice. Let's see who else is here. Uncle Warren's Insatiable Lust. Good to see you, bud. Earl of Laurel. I don't know if you're like a pseudonym, a nom de plume, but if you're a real person, welcome. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I got a chicken around here. There's a chicken for that. So all you newbies, you came in here on your own free will. Nobody brought you in here at gunpoint, or at least you can't prove that in court. All right, who else is here? I believe that might be everybody. I know Dee from around the world, Dee and Friends. She was here earlier. She always pops in and says hi at the beginning. So thank you, Dee. I appreciate you. Think that's everybody. We got a nice little hangout here tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, these little weird Wednesdays, we just kind of fuck around and chat with our friends here. Over on Twitch, I believe our friend ZZOOOOOP Zoop. Welcome, Zoop. I don't know if there's anybody else over there, because frankly, this chat is just like off the chain with Restream bots. Jesus God, what did I get myself into? We got a few people watching on Rockfin. No one's chiming in yet. And on Rumble, Kiwi Corner is here. Free Imran Khan immediately, and Julian Assange, and all other innocent people in prison immediately throughout the world. I appreciate you. I'll put that up. Yes. And let's free Palestine. We're at it too. So now, I don't know. It's new people on Rumble. I know you're very conservative, and I know conservatives are kind of buddy with Israel, but you gotta realize this shit that's going on over there is just fucked up. Rick, good to see you. Screw Google. It's good to see you too, as well. The whole Hee Haw gang, the Voltron is assembling as we speak. Insatiable, or is she Ukraine? Who's Ukrainian? Is who Ukrainian? Who's Ukrainian? Everyone want a free Palestine, but don't want to put up with the blood. That's true. It's true. A lot of time. It's easy to say a lot of shit on YouTube, and it's easy to say a lot of shit on Twitter. And oh yeah, okay. I forgot about the Ukrainian episode of Seinfeld. Let's see. So Real Deep Dish peeping in on Rumble as well. Rumble, I'm starting to see a little bit of growth on here on Rumble, which is fine. I'm not one of these people. I don't care about the channel. Like, I don't want to get like thousands of people watching this shit. I mean, if they want to, that's great, but that ain't the goal. We're here to hang out. We're here to sit, try to talk about positive shit, but in a realistic way. Not some sugar-coated nonsense. The real deal. So, anyway, when you try to talk to people or you try to converse with people, I always preach about communication and how important it is, because when you're doing comedy, and I've done stand-up comedy before, and you a lot of places, you go different places and you have different audiences, and one of the rules of comedy is to know your audience, right? So know your audience. It's the same thing when you're dealing with people, because when you're a comedian on stage, unless it's like a bringer crowd or it's like maybe an open mic or something like that, a lot of the people, if you're like a headliner or something like that, a lot of the people are like paying customers that are there to see you. I mean, sure, you'll probably have friends and stuff there, but you're the one that's there, they're there to see, and you're communicating these jokes to them. So, and certain jokes will hit and certain jokes will miss. And I swear to God, I used to do this once a month show at this place in Glendale, California, called the Big Fish. And it was the Big Fish because they had this big giant stuffed swordfish on the wall. True story. But long story short, one of our guys, one of our regular comedian guys, he had a set 1 month and it killed. It was great. He had a good time. Everybody laughed. The next month, he did virtually the same thing. Bombed. Right? Different crowd. That's the thing. So when you're talking to people, you have to keep that in mind. Right? You got to know your audience. What kind of vibes are they giving off? Are they like hostile? They seem like they're kind of, open-minded. You just kind of have to feel them out a little bit before you start talking that deep shit to them. And you have to, I know it's hard to do because I lose my temper all the time, but it's, you gotta be patient with people, and I know there's not a lot of time to be, patient, but we have to be patient. So, okay, Dad. I hope I'm nobody's dad. I better not be. See, that's why I avoid the mailbox around Father's Day, because, I don't want a kid at all. not even as a guess what happened 20 years ago? You remember we were drunk at that bar? You did coke off my ass and we fucked in the toilet. You remember? Yeah. So I don't want that. Uncle Warren, sensational. I'm just going to call you you will. UWIL. You will says my audience gives me sexy vibes. No, my friend. That.
No, my friend, too sexy!
The Aristocrats. If you've never seen this movie, The Aristocrats. Okay, first off, let me couch this. Screw, if I had a famous kid somewhere that was filthy rich, I would find that motherfucker. I would have already found that little son bitch. I mean, that loving son of mine that's going to write me a check. What's up, Laura? Laura's over there on Rockfin holding it down. Good to see you. But yeah, so what were we talking about? The Aristocrats. So there's this documentary, and it has all these comedians in it. And it's the whole documentary centered around this joke. It's like one of the filthiest jokes ever told. That it's only for comedians. It's not for the stage. It's not for the paying customers. It's a joke for comedians, and it's called The Aristocrats, and not the Aristocats. That's the trap, Miguel. That's the trap that everybody knows it's Disney. Yeah, so it's a guy walks into a talent agency. The beauty of the Aristocrats is like every comedian has their own way of doing the joke. All right, so basically, I'm not gonna do the joke. All right, I'm just gonna tell you the nuts and bolts of it. It's basically a guy goes into audition. And he goes, and the guy says, "Well, what can you do?" And he talks about all this filthy shit that he does, and it just escalates. It goes from benign to Jesus Christ, what the fuck? And then at the end, the talent agent says, "Joe, what the fuck? What do you call this act?" And he says, "The Aristocrats." So, but the joke that's not. The punchline, that's just, you're just zipping it up. You're zipping it up after the sex. You're just like, the Aristocrats. Because the fucking was the whole joke. Because sometimes it'll be just like maybe a couple minutes. Sometimes it'll go on for like 5-6 minutes. It's a great one. So if you ever find, like on whatever you're streaming, or if you're like me, yar matey, and you sail the high seas for your entertainment, check out The Aristocrats. Ed or Miguel, you guys are smarter than me. Do you think if I played the Aristocrats trailer, I'd get in trouble? You think they'd beat me and not the way I like it? Let me see. Hold 1 second, please. The Aristocrats. I always have to check that because I will put cats instead of crats. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I just found it and I just lost it. So, but anyway, so it's like these old school comedians from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to work this out. So, of course, Jimmy's not here. So we have her stand-in. Hi, Jimmy. How you doing? Wait a minute. Let's play Jimmy's theme music.
This is dick crazy.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Fancy feast, darling. That is classy. I know, right? Yo, that bitch fancy. Jolly T, hello. The tea's always hot in hell. Yeah. That's from the show the other night on Saturday night. Apparently out, I don't know what the fuck that was. Apparently out on the West Coast, they don't say dick, they say dick. Dick. The fuck? Anyway, so Jimmy's here. Hi, Jimmy. Good to see you. What's going on, Jimmy? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's nice to hear. All right. We'll just pretend like those were words. Anyway, there's this thing. Let me see if this is going to work. Is this going to work? It's probably not going to work. Is this going to work? This is not going to work. Hang on a second. All right, so that's not going to work. What a day today. So anyway, so this joke is just fantastic. It really depends on who tells the joke, really, because some people are really good at it and some people you're like, I don't know, boss. But yeah, so hang on a second. What is going on with this shit? Grateful. Okay. No. Here we go. What kind of bullshit is this? Anyway, all right. Anyway, we can't see the trailer. Sorry about that. Just like Dad, disappointment once again. Hey, gamer, what's going on, buddy? That's right. No secret show this Saturday night because I'm going to Comic-Con. That's right. That's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Javits Center in Manhattan. And basically, it's just nerds. That's nerds to the tune of girls. I got nothing tonight. I'm seriously, I don't know. I don't even know why I even showed up. I have just no clue. Anyway. Oh, maybe this is going to work now. Is this going to work now? Oh, this is going to work now. All right, so cool. All right. Go away. See, it's better when Jimmy's here. When Jimmy's here, you know, she can talk all that fun talk that she does, you know, and while I'm sitting there just, you know, monkey man behind the scenes. Wait a minute. Why is this not doing this? Oh, because I got the wrong thing up. Here we go. Hopefully the audio's there too. Okay. You got to remember, folks, I worked a 10-hour day today. So, I'm not exactly zestfully clean, as it were. So, this is the Aristocrats. God help us all.
Guy goes into a talent agent's office and says, I have the greatest act in the world.
It's a family act.
And the agent goes, well, what do you people do?
The world has changed, you know. Shockability has gone to a whole other level.
I do like to play with people's little danger zones.
And I come out dressed as Hitler in crotchless panties.
I'd like to see that, actually.
And I think you can put people to death for what goes on in the best versions of this joke.
My husband comes out, he bends down.
You know, now that I think back on it, it's probably wrong.
Although the premise is funny.
I remember that I fainted.
It's pretty spectacular. I actually was an aristocrat.
Do it. It's like a dog with 3 legs. You don't want to look, but you just...
He is completely covered with... As she blows a smoke ring out of her...
And then we all drop our drawers and take a huge...
They might have to clean this up for TV.
The aristocrats.
The aristocrats.
The aristocrats.
There you go. The Aristocrats. I tell you, if you watch that documentary, and I highly recommend that you do, if you don't watch anything in that documentary, watch Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert Gottfried's version of the Aristocrats will make you cry in more ways than one, because he's no longer with us, obviously, so there's sadness. But when he tells this joke, you know, and he tells it like this, and he's screaming in his scratchy voice, oh boy, the Aristocrats. Yeah. It's really good. So good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday if you're on the East Coast. Coming up on Wednesday in the Central Time Zone. So, and you know who you are there in the Central Time Zone. Gilbert had a good voice for voiceovers. Yeah, he really did. He has this bit part in The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. He plays a shock jock DJ, right? And I don't know, something happens and he gets electrocuted and he's sitting there, he goes, "Oh my Christ, oh my fucking Christ, oh," and he's just saying that over and over again. The Adventures of Ford Fairlane is a bizarre movie. It stars Andrew Dice Clay. I don't know. Some people think it might be like a cult classic. I don't know. It's this. It's not. You either love it or hate it, I think. This portion sponsored by Affleck. I remember when Obama was elected and the racists were calling him half black, but they were saying it like the duck or like the thing. They were going half black. Like, dude, seriously? You gonna say that? Yes. Oh, you enjoyed it, Ed? Okay. It was not bad. There's this one part in it. I don't know. To me, it's one of those that's so bad it's good kind of movies. There's one part where it's like Dice and a couple other people are falling off this building, and one of the people is going, "Ah!" The other person's going, "Ah!" And Dice is going, "My hair." He was worried about his hair. Oh. Jack and Jill went up a hill, each with a bucket of quarter. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh, that fucking whore. Oh my God. Holy shit. That was the thing back in the 80s, man. You had Sam Kinison and Andrew Dice Clay, who were the shock comics, right? You know, oh man, I tell you, the one of the funniest comedy albums I've ever heard, besides anything Red Fox has done. Holy shit, nobody's gonna top Red Fox. But Sam Kinison's Louder Than Hell, his first album, he went over the top. His other albums after that were okay, but Louder Than Hell, holy shit. You cannot play any of that shit now. You thought he was canceled back then. No, he ended up being ultimately canceled in a car wreck, but, you know, anyway, but that had nothing to do with, you know, his personality or whatever, but yeah, it was very misogynistic, and yeah, but some funny shit. The bit about going to these people, he says, "Won't you please help?" And, you know, the kid's like, ah! And he says, "You know, there's a guy just right off camera with a sandwich going, come on, hon, come on, just a little bit more." I love gamers' random comments. We got some rain today. It's been nice here today. The last couple of days was great. A little bit. It was overcast today, but you know, nice. It was nice hoodie weather, right? I got the long sleeves on now. I'm not, you know, sweating my ass off in here like I'm in a sauna. You know, it's thinking about these old buildings. You can't put air conditionings in there because the electrical wiring is made out of like peanut brittle and hay. But yeah, Yeah, the weather is this time of year is always weird. I mean, I don't know. I may sound a little different because like my sinuses are just going crazy. With it would be warm and then you get cold and it's a whole hot mess. Good night, Mastermind. Get some sleep. You crazy people in the middle of the night, on a school night, no less. Very, very disappointed. Yes, Miguel, sweater weather, hoodie weather, you know, it's not cold, but it's chilly enough to where you need long sleeves, you know, that's nice. Maybe a little breeze. You're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And you're with that special someone, you know, you just kind of, I know you're chilly. Let me warm you up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kisses. XXXOOO. That's hugs and kisses. Jesus. It poured where you're at, Vic. Hey, Snorky, what's up? You have school in the morning? Screw, you turned in your science project? Okay, good. All right. We were worried about that. You know, they've been sending notes home about you, so we have to make sure you're on the up and up. Anybody else sneak in here while I wasn't looking? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, Laura. You're absolutely right. You have a note from your mom, Velvet? Good. Excellent. Look, we want to keep this on the up and up around here, folks. This is not extra credit. This is part of the curriculum. Bill Hicks was great as well. I didn't get into Bill Hicks until later. Because I didn't really know about Bill Hicks. I knew about Sam Kinison and I knew about, Andrew Dice Clay. But Bill Hicks didn't get that play like those guys, you know. I wish I had. I wish and it's good. You could go back and listen to a lot of his stuff too. And very, very prescient. Very thoughtful of the future. Because I think Bill Hicks knew what was going to happen, you know. And it's always cats like that, like him and people like Mitch Hedberg, you know, and they always go early, you know, they always die too soon. And the old ones, you know, and the old bad ones, you can't get rid of them. He was one of the GOATs, that's for sure. Robin Williams in his heyday, my God. I mean, Live at the Met is just cocaine-fueled ad-lib. It's just cocaine-fueled improv. I don't think he had anything scripted. He may have had like a skeleton kind of point-by-point thing, maybe, but he made most of that up, and it was just hysterical. So good. Eddie Murphy back in the day, Delirious and Raw, his albums, they were pretty good. But always like Richard Pryor, like the old guys, you know, Carlin and Pryor. What's his face? Oh, the one always got arrested, even in the 60s. Shit. Imagine Bill Hicks today. Holy crap. He'd be taking so many drugs. Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce was an interesting character too. You know, he was one of the, he was the one that inspired Carlin, right? And this guy went to jail for his jokes. There's like, he would get arrested for lewd behavior and, you know, telling these, you know, pretty racy jokes. Cops would come in there and take him out for telling jokes. He get arrested. Can you imagine being in the joint? Now this is paraphrasing an Eddie Murphy joke. His joke is, you know, I'm in the joint, you gotta act tough. And you gotta act loud and tough. And he said, what you in here for? He goes, I was driving too slow. So the same thing, you get to jail, like, what you in here for? Yo, man, I was telling jokes. The land of, Schlatsky. Yes, the land of free speech. Exactly, right? Put him in jail. And this was the 60s. You know? What comes around goes around, man. Fucking 60 years later. You know? People getting fired. You know, getting their shit, they're getting their channels taken away and stuff like that, man. It's dangerous, man. And why do you think people are on like 4 or 5 different fucking channels, man, doing this shit, man? It's like you never know. You never know when the hammer is gonna fall on this channel. I mean, it's not like, we're doing like the really hard news stuff, but we talk about some pretty serious shit on here sometimes. I'm pretty sure there's some ears and eyes out there that don't really like these conversations to go on, because these kind of conversations lead to communities, and communities, you can't spell community without commune, or what else you can't spell without commune is communism. So do you think we're going to go to communism? Do you think we'll ever be a communist country? I don't think so. I think the only way we become a communist country is when the big rocks hit, kill off most of the people, and whoever survives, they're gonna bring back communism. I think that's what's gonna happen. We're grabbing the third rail with both fists. Fuck yeah. We're on the Cancel Express. Probably not. Americans too brainwashed. I mean, they are right now. And that's the thing. What is going to change? What is you got to have the big thing for the change, right? Screw says, I think capitalism will kill us first, unfortunately. A lot of us it will. Gen X is just be like, hi, because there ain't many of us. They only gave us everybody else gets like 20 years. We got 15 years. This is your generation. Fuck off. We got screwed out of 5 years. See, exactly. This is our big group hug tonight, guys. So I want you to do something ridiculous. I want you to put your arms out, right? I don't know how to work this. Okay. Put your arms out. I feel look like I'm about to grab somebody's tit. But put your arms out. And let's all hug right now. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah. And I see the love already. It's like a televangelist without the grift. Ed, what did you do? Beautiful. We will save the world, Ed. We've got to. Because you know who else is going to do it? Probably somebody else. Willie. My model is between the Nordic school democratic welfare state model and reformed communism of Tito of Yugoslavia. It's very specific. I like that. That's what Gen X gets for trying to be counterculture like the hippies. The closest I ever got to being a hippie was I wore bell bottoms, and it was only because my cousin gave them to me. Yeah, and they are, and that's okay. You know what? Let's get into it. All right, it's almost 1 o'clock here, but I don't know to think about this stuff overseas, man. Over in Palestine, like I was reading something this morning before I went to work. I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was in Al Jazeera or something, but they were talking about, okay, so all the conspiracy theorists the quote unquote, or the people asking questions, or all the people asking questions are saying, how did they launch like 5,000 missiles and hit all those targets in Israel? How did they do it? The Iron Dome is supposed to like protect them, right? So I've seen two different avenues. All right, I've seen two different avenues here. Max, good to see you. Your cousin must have been more of a hippie than you. Yeah, because he was older. He was probably like all up in the hippie. I mean, I was born in 69. Yeah. So I was like, I was in like the 70s hippie shit, but it was just like, Brady Bunch hippie, which is not the same. So anyway, so there's two schools of thought going on right now. One of it is that Israel and the IDF and all the Israeli intelligence, CIA and two, CIA's up in the mix. How did they not know this was going to happen? Right? So if none of those fools knew, then, and not to discredit the Palestinians or Hamas with their tactics. I mean, that's the thing. Why was it so easy to do? And there was one story I read, and I think this is what I was telling you about in Al Jazeera, or something, I can't remember if it was Al Jazeera. But anyway, they were saying that the reason why the response wasn't good, or was practically not good at all, is that the Iron Dome is actually shit. Like back in when they first installed the Iron Dome technology, it was good because the Palestinians the weaponry back then that everybody else had wasn't that good. But over the years and years since, the technology has gotten good, has gotten better, and then what they were saying is that the Iron Dome couldn't defend against this new technology or this newer technology that they weren't used to. I don't know about that, but at the same time, I don't know about if it was like a 9/11 thing where it was allowed to happen in order to implement draconian measures and stuff. It's really, I don't know, man. Look, I grew up as a Southern Baptist, right? And I didn't really remember much of the Bible, but two books of the Bible I do remember the most is Genesis and Revelation, because those are the best books in the Bible, because that's where the craziest shit happens. So, but I'm not a Baptist anymore. I don't really buy into that. I think there's something greater than a two-dimensional God that's in a book of papers. I think if there is a omnipotent being, it's more of something we can't comprehend, maybe like a multi-universe type energy that's shared. I don't know. But yeah, all I know is that Revelation's got some crazy shit in there, and some of that stuff is starting to look kind of, yeah. Rick says, batshit crazy, chapter 10, verse 2. Yeah, I mean, there's like beasts coming out of the sea, and, I tell you, do yourself a favor. Get like really stoned and watch those Left Behind movies. Laura, thank you so much. She tipped $2 on Rockfin there. She said, oh, that is so sweet. She said, thank you for the digital hug. You know what? You're quite welcome. Everybody needs a digital hug. She also says, you're not supposed to say 9/11 was allowed to happen. Eyeballs, shush. I know. I understand. No, Gamer, it's the book of Revelation. And it's the last book in the New Testament. Yeah, so crazy book. Basically, Jesus comes back, defeats the Antichrist. It's very anticlimactic in the Bible, right? They have this whole build up where the Antichrist is doing all this shit and all that, and then Jesus comes back, and then that's it. They yada the apocalypse. They yada it. Because basically you look at the Bible, it says Jesus comes back and defeats the Antichrist. And then he rules for 1,000 years, and then there's a new heaven and a new earth. What? You got all this, you got like shit coming out of the sea, you got like blood in the ocean, you got all the fucking brimstone and shit, and you just come back like, pew, pew, pew. That's it, we're done. You know, you wait a minute, here we go. Okay, this is my impression of Revelation and Jesus coming back. Hi, I'm Jesus. I am the Antichrist. Oh, well, boink. That's it. That's the end of the apocalypse. The fucking Larry David credits in the Bible. It's Revelation 6, verse 2, where it goes boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I'm blaspheming up in here. Look, I'll tell you right now, if you're religious, you love Jesus, you love whoever, I don't give a fuck. As long as your beliefs don't have any effect on me or mine, do what you like. But, you know, do it at a safe distance. So, yeah. Come on, even the church had to make publishing deadlines. I know, I always like to tell my religious friends, you know, I don't always bring it up, but when they're like, especially in the South, people love to push some Jesus on you, and, you know, you have your limits, right? They're like, you know, Jesus loves you, even though you don't know him. He knows you. I'm like, well, that's some creepy shit. Has he got cameras in my house? And what about this thing about Israel belonging to God gave it to him? So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about like God and a representative of the Palestinians in People's Court, and because the Palestinians are suing God because he stole their land. Anyway, that's some gallows humor there. You may not like that. So, but if you're a dark soul like me, seeing God in People's Court, do. Meet the defendant, God. My guess is that God was Harry Truman. Maybe. Willie says, I'm Episcopalian, and we use the one with the Acrifa, but I can't spell it. Yeah, I can't say it properly, but I know what you're talking about. If you're gonna use the Bible, though, use the one in the African Bible. Oh shit, who are the people that have that? Fuck. My favorite Jesus story is the one against the moneylenders. Yes. Everybody loves it. Fucking lefties love that. Let's like, even if you're an atheist, you love that story. Jesus chases the moneylenders out of the temple. I believe we may have, you know what? Actually, breaking news. We have a reenactment of Jesus in the temple interacting with the moneylenders. Let's watch.
Shut up, bitch!
Jesus don't play. It's only 1 o'clock. I feel like I've been doing this for 3 hours. Sean, good to see you. Hello. You and your hands. I don't know if you got the group hug before, but here, group hug. There you go. Got it. That was a dramatization. Yes, Miguel. You know, because we don't want to get sued. We don't want to get sued. What else is going on here? If anyone wasn't here the other night, we had the Dick Crazy lady. And she's become a part of our soundboard of shame.
This is Dick Crazy.
And she's right. This is Dick Crazy. Only 10 p.m. where you're at, Wesley. Barely bedtime. We began with holes and we moved on to Jesus. Well, he did have holes in his hands and feet and his side. Woo. Woo. He had holes in his hands. So we brought it full circle back to the holes. Oh, Velvet. You my little devil's food cake. You always take care of me. Bonus holes. That's right. Let's talk anal for just a second, if we can. At 1:05 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Yes, gamer, vag is a hole. You are correct. Rick. God damn it. You fucker! Why do you summon yourself? That was terrible. Seriously, I don't even know what this chat looks like over here on Twitch. This is just like a montage of hate. I don't even know what's going on over there. Laura's still holding it down on Rockfin. So, who's against cannabis hardcore? Fuck that guy, whoever they are. Mike Pence. I'm going to show you Mike Pence. Hang on just a second. Let me get out of this bullshit. Hang on a second. You want to see Mike Pence? I'll show you Mike Pence. I'll show you this motherfucker. This piece of shit. This guy. Hang a minute. Come on. Here we go. Open all these fuckers. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Johnny Quest. But Mike Pence looks like this guy. This is Race Bannon from Johnny Quest, also known as Mike Pence. So, yeah. Have you seen him at the debates? And dry as toast, motherfucker. You know, they see, Willie knows. That's Mike Pence. It's the same guy. Anyway, I don't know why I showed you that. Only old people who like Johnny Quest can appreciate that, I guess. Laura said, whoa. Race Bannon is fuck yeah, Race Bannon's better than Mike Pence. Hell yeah. Mike Pence. You know what Mike Pence looks like? Mike Pence looks like an already used matchstick. That motherfucker. And he has the personality of an already used matchstick too. Looks like the fucking devil. Willie for the evangelical vote. Mike Pence is a self-hating gay man who went to conversion therapy who claimed that it saved his marriage. Did he really go through conversion? Man. Wow. That hairstyle makes sense now. I don't know why, but it just does. It just feels right now, knowing that. He likes to fuck teachers. It's kind of interesting. I like to fuck teachers too. I did fuck a teacher once, repeatedly. You know, over multiple nights. But, alas, we parted ways. Because she finally figured out I was not going to be a millionaire. So, Anderson Cooper meets Ron DeSantis. Perfect. That's who Mike Pence is? Yeah. Milo Yiannopoulos was gay, then he became straight. Why do they convert people? Just leave them the fucker alone. You know, the gay, that's it. They had this Indian guy named Haji we used to make magical sing. Haji. Yeah, they can't show Johnny Quest anymore because Haji is just, that's pretty fucking racist. You know? I mean, they don't, you know, it's not like they have Haji working at a 7-Eleven or anything like that, but, you know, it is kind of like, the only way they could get away with it is if the kid or whoever was voice acting Haji was also like maybe Indian, and then they're like, okay, we can get away with it. But you know, some white kid from Detroit, they're gonna be like, fuck no. Pence is Lord of the Flies. He really is. Can they show Fat Albert? No. Were there no women in the picture on Johnny Quest? It was the 60s. So my thought is they were probably vacuuming and high on diet pills, aka trucker's speed. That was the thing. Ladies back then who were like, I want to stay slim. They were taking meth. They were taking legal meth to get skinny. Only they didn't lose their teeth because they weren't smoking the pills. Bill Grapist. Bobby who? Bobby Brady? Who are you guys talking about? Who's Bobby? No, Dr. Quest was Johnny's dad. Race was just like the hired dude. He was his henchman, if you will. Bobby from King of the Hill. Damn it, Bobby! I loved when King of the Hill came on because I said, "Oh shit, that's Mr. Anderson from Beavis and Butthead." Yeah, they needed meth because of the horrible American food, tons of preservatives. Although it didn't used to be like that, you know. I can't remember what was it. It was some sort of, I can't remember what movie it was, but it was like a time travel movie. And they go back in time to like the 30s or something, and they're eating like a blueberry pie or something in a diner, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever eaten." Now, what's in this? He goes, you know, it's just, it's just real shit. It's not, there's no preservatives because we don't know, it's, you know, it's the 30s. We don't know, you know, our preservatives is sticking meat and salt, and, you know, you have an ice box that you can put shit in there, but other than that, you know, mystery meat. Oh, Ed, good night. Have a good show Friday night. I'll be with you in spirit. I'm pretty sure I won't be back home in time to watch the show. Although you guys do like a 9-hour marathon on Friday night, so I'll probably be able to catch a little bit of it. Yeah, the TV trays and stuff. But I don't know, man. I mean, my sisters grew up in the early 60s, but they were, you know, they were little kids. They didn't know what was going on. No, Johnny Quest wasn't in the 30s. I was talking about this time travel movie where they go back in time. I don't know if it's the 30s or 40s. They're in this diner and they're eating this food that has no preservatives in it, and it's just like the best thing ever. It's because they have any fucking preservatives in it. You wonder if Hank Hill would support Trump. Damn it, Bobby, I'm not voting for that damn Trump. He's got too many Yankee things going on with him. Damn it, Bobby. Sorry, I can't. Every time I start doing a Hank Hill, I start yawning. I get sleepy. Mousy, sneaking in the night. It's Mousy. All the best peeps are here. Well, all the weird peeps are here. If you're here, you're weird because you're staying up late in the middle of the week. That's all right with me. The more, the merrier. It's like my dad told me on my graduation day. He said, son, I'll see you in hell. Wait, what? That man never loved me. All right, keep it together. Keep it together. Yes, Gamer, King of the Hill was funny. I enjoyed it. And I knew several people in the South who talked like Boomhauer that you could not understand a word they were saying. And a lot of times it's because they had dip in their mouth. They had chewing tobacco in their mouth. So they be all like that about up there dang old bulldog shit. We up there tailgating that stuff bitch brought up those bear dogs and his mom up there was digging. And what the fuck you say? Open your mouth when you speak, sir. The words are trapped between those lips and those 4 teeth that you have. Your 4 teeth. Oh Jesus. I remember my dad's last words. Don't, son. That gun's loaded. Going out for cigarettes, Dad. Okay. He didn't smoke, yet he still went out for cigarettes. That accent. You like that, Gamer? I know some corn pone motherfuckers down south, man. Just like be walking around in overalls, barefoot and shit. Yeah, in Texas. Oh yeah, they're probably like a shit down in Texas. Yes, Boomhauer was very funny. Dale and who's it? It was a guy in the wife beater. What was his name? Fuck. I've been to Arlington, Texas. Actually, I had to open a bookstore there. Open a bookstore there. It's a very lengthy process to do. It took about a month to do at least. So, but Arlington was great. Very nice people. Food was excellent, and the weather was crazy. There was it was like in only a month's time you saw snow, rain, tornadoes. It was hot. It was cold. What else was it? Basically every kind of weather. I'm amazed there wasn't a hurricane or an earthquake. I mean, sure, add it to the list. Why not? But yeah. But like I said, nicest people you ever want to meet in Arlington, Texas. Yeah. What the food sucks? Who said the food sucks? Whose food sucks? What are you guys talking about? No, the food I ate. I mean, there was just like the lemongrass or some. Maybe it's called lemongrass or something. But it was like that steak was good. Jesus Christ. Hank's friend and the white beard. What was his name? Who was the guy who was the Hank's friend? It was Stephen Root did his voice. Hey, Hank, what y'all doing, Hank? You know, that guy. Was it Dale? And then there was, what's his name? Bill. I like Bill. Bill was nice. Bill was my favorite. That was a good show, but I hear they're trying to bring it back. I don't know, man. You try to bring back shit. I mean, let sleeping dogs lie, you know? Thank you, everybody. Everybody knew it was Bill except me, because my stoner ass. Dallas Cowboy Stadium there is now in Arlington, yeah. I think I was there before they built that stadium. Or maybe they've been in the process of building it. They do have some good food places, but you gotta find them. And yeah, we were very lucky. It was great because, so what it is, when you go on these things, they call them sorts. They call them sorts. And basically you just go, they fly you out. Like I was in LA at the time and they flew me out to Texas. They paid for a residential hotel room, which is basically just like it's a 1-bedroom apartment. It's nice. You get a little kitchenette and stuff. They give you a per diem for food, and all this shit, man. They treat you right, but you work like 12-hour days. You're like, you know, the people like us who were the instructors would come there, and everybody was doing work because you got to put the shelves up, you got to put the books on the shelves, you know, and all this stuff. And then finally, once everything's up, then you teach the staff how to use the equipment and stuff like that. So, very intense, but you know, you work hard, but you play hard. And we would all go out to dinner and it would be on the company dime. And so the thing was at the dinners, you could have 2 alcoholic drinks. So the loophole was, you'd order 2 pitchers of beer. So those were your 2 drinks. Oh my God. If I tried doing that today, I would die. But we'd eat and just get drunk and just, and you'd crash and then you get up at like 4 a.m. and you go do the shit all over again for a month. I mean, you had a couple of days off during the week. But man, it was crazy. You've never done psychedelics, but someday you might. You know what I want to do? I do want to do ayahuasca. I don't know about like smoking DMT. Yeah, I know, right? Just enough for back in the days, yeah. I look at 2 pictures, I get drunk. But yeah, some ayahuasca would be good, but in a safe, you know, controlled environment. If you're ever curious about DMT, not to like do it, but just like to find out information about it in a very interesting way, there's a book by Rick Strassman, Strassman, I believe. And it's called DMT, the Spirit Molecule. So if you ever get a chance, get your hands on that, check it out. And basically it just talks about he was allowed to use DMT. I can't remember which college he was at, but he was allowed to use DMT on test subjects, right? You know, volunteers who would come in. And at the time, you know, it's a Schedule I drug. So it was very, very, very difficult to get, but he managed to get this testing done, and he tested it on all different types of people from all walks of life. And it's very interesting, you know, their experiences, how young people, old people, different colors, it didn't matter. A lot of them were experiencing a lot of the same things. You know, they all had their own individual trip, but it more or less followed the same script. You know, you take that third, if you're smoking it, you take that third hit, and then, you know, you see the chrysanthemum open, and there's the wormhole or whatever it is, and you go in, and then you go to this place, and you feel warm, and you feel love, and you see these beings there, and they're talking to you, and it's just like, it's supposedly like supposed to be this just amazing place. Gamer, DMT is in everything. When you mow the yard, there's DMT in that grass that you're cutting. You have it in your pineal gland. It's been said that when you have an orgasm, that it produces a tiny amount of DMT, and that's that the cross-eyed moment. They're getting that hit of DMT. And I've heard that when you're dying, the DMT is what DMT automatically produces in your brain, I guess, to help you travel to the next place, brother, because here you go, right? I don't know if I'd ever want to do LSD, though. I mean, I don't want to just trip and, trip balls and shit like that. I would rather do, if you're going to do that, do it right. Do the ayahuasca, do the DMT. Don't fuck around with that other stuff. Warren is jailbait, so who isn't older than him? What? I am jailbait. This is some sweet ass. Come get it. Wait, what?
Groovy.
Goddamn right. All right, folks. That's enough bullshit, I guess, for tonight. Just wanted to get our big group hug in. All right, one more time for those who just came in late. And I don't know how long that has been up. Put them out. Put your hands out. Reach out. Oh, that pat. Oh, where's his hand going? Oh, squitchy. I just grabbed your asses. You're welcome. Oh, Willie. You're going to be on right after this? All right. We'll say no more. That's my cue to get the fuck out of here. Gamer, thank you. I appreciate that. You're always very kind to me, Gamer. You always say nice things. You're one of my favorites in this space, and everybody loves you. Don't go changing. Don't become a dick. 2 a.m. Eastern. Is that right? So in about 30 minutes. So, Willie, do me a favor. If you've already got your, hang on a second. I'm going to do your work for you. Get out of here, Race Bannon. Nobody likes you anymore. Let me see where you at. Where you is. What? Oh, wait. This is the wrong one. Yeah, so check out Willie Bragg. He does his own thing on his channel, but he's also got Bragland with my better half on here. Jimmy Sunderland. Sorry, I can't speak very well because my nasals are what? No. Do this. Okay. Okay, very good. All right, so I'm just looking for Willie's thing here. Okay. Boop. And sorry for the delay. And boop. There we go. The Willie Bragg Show. Bridget Gabriel smears Ilhan Omar as an anti-Semite over Israel while ignoring Marjorie Taylor Greene's past anti-Semitic remarks. Willie Bragg, 2 a.m. on the East Coast. Make sure you check him out this evening. And big shit, if you haven't followed him, subscribe to his channel and Bragland. Do yourself a flavor, you know. Get some more of that sweet, sweet independent media goodness in your life, you know. Put it in your belly. You're a little hungry, right? You know, you don't want like a big feast, but you can eat a little something. Right? Just put a little in there. Gamer is a sweetie. He is. Laura, thank you, sweetie. Take care and sleep well, amigo. Amiga. I don't know. Do you say amiga? It would just kind of be shitty to call a chick amigo. I don't know how that works. I don't have enough Spanish people that like me to tell me stuff. Sean, you have original copies of Dune signed? Frank Herbert? Very good. After Armageddon, RFK will be president. Amiga? Thank you. Amiga is also a Commodore computer from the early 90s. FYI. The Extra Bullet Bible. Yikes. That's 2 pages. And it's just pictures of me taking a dump. I don't know what that means. No, not the Commodore 64. There was the Commodore Amiga. I think it was Commodore. Yeah, it was Amiga. Yeah, it was like after the 64. Sean, like, by Herbert, so jelly. Only Bullet fans. All right. We're skidding off into the not entertaining stuff. Listen, folks, I just want to say, oh, Kate, look at Kate popping in over there, sneaking in on the Rockfin. Good to see you, sweetie. How are you? She's over there on the West Coast. This is the kind of show where a lot of the West Coasters and, you know, our friends in Guam will be able to watch. We get a nip. What do you want to? The hell? No, you don't get a Nipsey Russell. I will take a picture of my third nipple though and put it on Twitter. I mean not Twitter. I'll put it on my OnlyFans will just have that one picture of my third nipple that may or may not be a nipple, but I'm pretty sure it's a nipple. So, big thank you and thank all you guys for hanging out tonight on Weird Wednesday. I didn't know if I was going to do this or not, but you know, I think this is just my therapy. You know, I don't like to drag Jimmy into this little hellhole. She has to put up enough with me on Saturday night, so this is my chance to get on here and say stupid shit without being scolded, you know, or beaten in a way that I don't like. So anyway, folks, have a good night. We'll see you. Good question. You won't see me for a while, but you'll see Jimmy Friday night with Willie on Bragland. I believe that is 2:00 Pacific, 5:00 Eastern on the Bragland channel and also on Willie's channel as well. So stop with the anal. Wait, what? It's still Tuesday. Yeah, I know, Kate. It's still Tuesday there. That's part of the fun. Sharp cheddar Jesus is Lord. Wouldn't you think Jesus would be Swiss cheese? You know, because he's holy. Thank you, Kiwi Corner 888. Hugs and kisses. Get it? It's Swiss cheese. He's holy. Fuck off. Come on. Fuck you. That was funny. All right. I'm out of here. Peace out, home slice. See Jimmy and Willie. See all the shows this weekend. You see all the stuff down below. See all that. Do all that stuff. Sorry, I was a little edgy earlier. And I put usually in the pinned comment, I put something nice like, please help support the show. We appreciate it. Thanks. Tonight I said, God damn it, give me money. You don't have to. I'm just saying. I just wanted to put something fucked up in there. All right, go to fucking bed is exactly right. So, oh yes, Fee's channel too. Check out Fiorella Isabella. That's her channel, Fiorella Isabella. She has a brand new channel, and she's trying to get more subs, so she can do some streaming on there soon. So, I think Pasta has his own channel too for the Hawaii documentary. So, and check that out if you haven't already. It's really well made, and you know, Pasta really puts a lot of heart and soul into it. So, and still a lot of unanswered questions in Hawaii. So, but you know, but I don't want to leave you on a down note. So,
And that's why I'm crazy as fuck.
yeah. So tonight we had hugs, and we had a few laughs, saw some crazy shit probably shouldn't have, and I just thank everybody. I know, you know, people in this space are doing stuff, they're doing their own thing, and you don't really know if people get successful, they start becoming popular, and you know, then they start changing or maybe revealing who they were all along. I don't really care if this channel grows or not, as long as the same folks are here and you're all just hanging out and having a good time and just enjoying. So thanks again. I can never really express in words how much I appreciate everybody and how much I love everybody. So take care. Have a good one. I'm going to try. My buddy that's going to Comic-Con with me said they probably have a hotspot with them, like a little portable internet thing. So I might do some streams. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. So my phone is shit. So we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm out of here. Wash your ass. Peace out. Good night. Woo, woo, woo. What the fuck are you people still up? Got to bed!
Shut up, bitch!
Mr. Worf. Fire.
Groovy.
My nigga know how to fucking slay dick, and that's why I'm crazy as fuck. Because that nigga dick me the fuck down. That's why I'm crazy. This is dick crazy. This don't need no fucking help for no fucking medicine. Ain't no medicine gonna help me.